welcome back to The Buzz. I'm Tiara Bree, and today I'm sitting with Aaron Gottlieb of Native Sun. How are you doing, Aaron?
All right, how you doing, Tiara?
Good. So I
Awesome.
just want to talk about what Native Sun is. How did that company start?
20 years ago, my wife and I were living in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was overweight, and over time, my family had normal American eating habits, and I got a job at a natural food store. So while I was there, I took it upon myself to make it a game of memorizing every ingredient in the store. And one day I go, I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing, is improving people's lives through what I'm learning here. So we came back to Jacksonville. It was 1996, so the Olympics were happening in Atlanta. My rent tripled, and I can't afford to work in a natural food store and pay triple the rent. So I moved back to Jacksonville, and so the name Native Sun came from native because I was moving back to my hometown, and Sun, my father, taught me business, and I figured since it's Florida, it should be S-U-N rather than S-O-N.
That's so smart. I was wondering where the name came from. I didn't know if it was because of natural foods or if it was a bigger backstory. So
Nope,
that's awesome.
that's what it is.
All right, and so you all have locations here locally in Jacksonville?
That's it. We opened one in 1996 in Mandarin, was our original store, and then in 2006 we opened our second location in Bay Meadows, right off of 295. And then this year actually last year in 2015 October, we opened in Jacks Beach.
Okay, and then is it just a natural food store? Like, do you all have recipes, any meal plans you offer out? What all do you offer there?
Well, really, we're about improving people's lives through the products we carry and the foods we create. So we have our own scratch kitchens in all of our stores. We have chefs creating everything from scratch every day. And so everything from, grilled salmon, you can go there for a restaurant-style dinner meal and have sit-down service at two of our locations and soon to be all three of them, but also just to grab a quick bite like a chopped salad or sandwiches. In addition, we are one of the few stores in the country that are trying to ban GMOs. So since the 90s, we have kept genetically modified foods out of our stores, and we require written documentation throughout every product that we carry. So people depend on us if they have health issues, if they're trying to change their lifestyle or just trying to lose weight and have more energy. They come in and we have a staff that we constantly train to keep the knowledge up so that they can give the advice that the customers are looking for. And really what we do is we give information, we teach about lifestyle diets, and we help people make those choices so they work with whether it is a nutritionist that they've been working with, but we're kind of the facilitator of the real information and giving them pure ingredients.
Okay, so do people, kind of walk into the locations, or do they have that set up with like a trainer that says, oh, need to work on your diet, and then they send them to you?
All different types. Some people, the doctors just go to Native Sun, we trust their information, and so they come in and they'll say, hey, we need somebody to explain to us how to start eating this way. Mm-hmm. So we have someone who will set up an appointment, find out their lifestyle preferences, and then help them find the ingredients they're looking for. Then we also have health practitioners who will call and say, can we do walkthroughs with our clients in your store? Mm-hmm. So both ways it happens.
Okay, and then do you all have any unique products in store that, they don't offer at like maybe a Whole Foods or a Fresh Market?
Well, really, we have a lot of them. There's kind of too many to count. I call them the diamonds in the rough. And throughout the store, each section of the store, we have unique features that you don't find in other places. So produce, we have a lot of local farmers that have been working with us for years, who the farmers show up at the back door, kind of an old school market way, mm-hmm. and we're getting products that were cut from the field that day to be put onto our shelves, very different than a national model. Mm-hmm. Then we have juices and smoothies that we only use organic ingredients, and if you look around town, they'll put the disclaimer, when available. When available, when the price is right, when available, when it's easy to get to the market. We take it really seriously, and that's all we utilize inside of those departments. So throughout the store, what you find is when you hear about what's hot about natural foods, usually there's a marketing side, and then there is getting the real health aspect or the flavor aspect that you're looking for. And we always chase the flavor and the health aspect. So it's not always the easiest thing to do, but it's what we believe is why people shop at a natural food store in the first place.
Okay, so with that, I know you said they come in for quick meals sometimes, or they could have a dining experience, but what else could they expect? Like, what is the user experience like when they enter your store?
Well, it depends on what your current, the current market today. People are used to shopping in many different type of grocery stores. So when you walk in, usually you're flooded with produce in our store, and we only have certified organic produce. So the user experience is already easier because you don't have to make a choice. If you're coming in, you don't have to read the labels. We invented the color coding system of food allergens in the store. So if you didn't need have time to sit with an associate or walk through with an associate, if you follow our tagging system, we check the standards for non-dairy, for gluten-free, and we take it really seriously, so our shelves are tagged that way. So if you have a specialty diet, you can shop the store that way, and we've integrated those foods into the sets. But everything in our store is organic and non-GMO. When you step up from a service standpoint, we are more of a homegrown grocer where you get the feel of people actually caring about why you're in the store. So you will find that employees are always there to help, and it's not just a, hey, are you finding everything okay? They're looking in your basket to going, oh, if you think this is great, try this. And so what we have is an enthusiastic staff who's looking to share with you what they're excited about in food and hopefully bring that excitement to you.
Okay, so they're always there to offer that information about, living a healthy lifestyle and adding different things to their diet?
Absolutely.
Okay, and do you all get a different variety of customers or consumers at your different locations? Because I know, the beaches.
Well,
different.
obviously, you asking that question, you knew the answer. So the truth is that's probably my favorite part about growing up in Jacksonville and opening up businesses in Jacksonville is I get to see different communities. And it's not so much about different customer types as it is knowing what's important to the community. So in Mandarin, we have a community that's more family and older communities, and what we find with that group is they have a lot of very detailed questions, and they're looking for us to assist them in food choices and lifestyle choices. The Bay Meadow store, they expect us, so the Southside store, they expect us to be up with the current trends on a national level, and what's exciting that they're reading about in the paper or on the internet, they want us to make sure that we're on top of those issues. And the beaches, it's really all about just the relationships and the culture. They really live a natural lifestyle already. They just didn't have an outlet to buy those foods before. And as you see the beaches changing and having more natural options in restaurants, we looked at the gap of a local family-grown grocery store missing from the beach, and so that's why we opened there. And it's enjoyable. Every day when I go to any of the three stores, I get a completely different consumer experience, but with the same products. So it leaves it really fun for us.
Feels like it seemed like there was a different variety, so I did have to ask.
Certainly.
Do you all work with any nonprofits or local, charities, organizations?
We do, and over the years we have different programs. We just did one with No More Homeless Pets. We did a pet wash and a fundraiser that our staff did the washing on a Saturday of anybody who brought their dogs up, and it was for donations. And we've done that with them for years. We've worked with Salzbachers and providing people that are just getting on their feet and coming out of being homeless and getting back integrated, giving them the tools they need to get a job. So literally it's toiletries was our big focus. And then we also work with My Family's Foundation, the Memories of Love that my brother who has passed away and my father started. And it was about giving families who they have an adult in the family who has a terminal illness. People forget that they're living in doctor's appointments and in depression and in sad times for the family. So my father and brother started an organization where they send them on a family trip to Orlando and give them something to have hope for, so they have lasting memories. So when a family member passes away, that was originally what it was, they had good memories during the time of sickness, not just bad ones. What it's done really is also brought hope to everybody. So instead of focused on the next doctor's appointment, they're focused on the trip, and so the whole family is happy for a period of time, and so they just wanted to give back and make people feel good, and so we've been involved with them since the inception.
Okay, that's awesome that you all give that positive experience to that,
Yeah.
negative situation. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the viewers or your potential customers in
Well,
Jacksonville?
really, what's most exciting about growing up in Jacksonville is really knowing the city and being able to go, hey, where should we expand? And when we started here, the support we had for organic foods for what we were doing was great, but we didn't have any other local creators of natural foods or any type of lifestyle experience. And now going around this town, it is so much fun to see the city grow up and have organic coffee roasters and have raw foods manufacturers. And so is this town's support for Native Son has helped us expand, but also helped health and wellness expand in this town. And we're not done. We've got a lot more to do with the local vendors, but also bringing more people to Jacksonville with products that they haven't seen before. So it's just overwhelming gratitude towards the city taking us in 20 years ago and saying, hey, what y'all are doing is different, but we think it's a lot better, and we're going to support that. So I just give a lot of thanks.
That's awesome, and I'm sure everybody in the town is thankful for you because that's definitely a different experience than, you know, the regular Whole Foods or other natural food markets.
Oh, yes, we certainly have been a standout from the national box chains and will continue to do so.
Well, thank you so much, Aaron, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And thank you all for tuning into The Buzz. We will see you next time.